So there are rumours that I heard Howson talk about that Bruno might be involved in some kind of thing with PSG as well. And obviously everyone's like really scared if Bruno leaves. But which I feel like there could be some like really, even for people that like really love Bruno, I don't doubt his effectiveness. But I feel like there are like other good ways for our team to develop without Bruno. So like I understand what we'd lose, but if you just think, oh no, we can't lose Bruno, no, I don't even hear any other option, I don't hear it. It's like, mate, you've got some weird issues going on as a fanboy if you can't even like listen to what the alternatives are and whether they might actually suit what we're trying to build going forward, right? So yeah, that's one point on Bruno. Like, things aren't the world isn't gonna end if my man leaves. But the element I want to talk about with this is the comparison with Bruno Fernandes and Jude Bellingham in one. Well, you can make as many as you want or whatever, have whatever opinions you want. But what I'm more wanting to focus on is how Jude Bellingham was played in the 10 for England in the World Cup, and there are a lot of issues with him vacating that 10 space and there not actually being anyone else in that zone to pop the ball into, to create, to dictate from in between the lines, basically. So Jude was played out of position in the 10, a position that he'd never played before, compared to the others, like Jude playing in the 9, and the false 9 for Real Madrid, playing in the 6 and the 8 for Dortmund, but never playing in the 10. Now, if you score goals and seem to be a kind of clutch final action player, then in modern day football, it seems that some managers will just put you in the 10 because they think, well, if you're this productive machine, if you can do it from this dictatorial role. The problem is with Jude Bellingham was he was kept then wanting to pick the ball up on the wings where there was less pressure on the ball. Jude Bellingham is a rangy, long distance type, kind of marauding with the ball, powerful runner, as Van der Vaart says, and he is not someone that plays well with his back to goal. He hasn't got a clear picture in his mind of what he wants to do in tight spaces when he receives the ball. And I feel like as a number 10, this is a massive thing that you need. It's a traditional mindset. It's something that maybe some people might argue is what number 10s used to be like. But I feel like Bruno Fernandes has massive similarities to this. He is also a final action player. He's also someone that is adept to playing in the false 9 and has looked good in the false 9, just as Jude has. He's someone that looks good in the number 8 for Portugal when he gives his teammates a bit more respect and he gives the team he's playing for a bit more respect. But then I feel like when he plays in the 10, again, he's a productive guy. But when he plays in the 10, he vacates that space. Wants to get the ball from the left back, the left mid, the right mid, the right back. He wants to get the ball everywhere but the number 10 because it's the hardest position to receive the ball, right? You're under the most pressure. You have to have the most awareness to succeed in a pattern of play in that zone. You have to have real good ability to receive the ball like on the back foot or in motion and make real quick decisions. And I feel like Jude Bellingham and Bruno Fernandes, they both fail their respective teams that we've spoke about here. They vacate those areas and don't take enough responsibility on the ball when playing in the number 10. Which is where they should never play, right? Jude Bellingham and Bruno Fernandes aren't 10s. So yeah, there's a thought for your wares.